What's going on, guys? Welcome back to hashtag GSM for GM Season 3, Episode 89 here in WWE 2K24 MyGM Mode. I'm Graham GSM Matthews. Hope you guys are doing well. This is the go-home edition of SmackDown before a Fastlane pay-per-view coming up on the next episode in a few days. Here on the go-home show tonight, it's going to be Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton taking on Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. All four women will be involved in a fatal four-way match at Fastlane to crown a new #1 contender for the Women's World Championship, very likely at WrestleMania. Or not at WrestleMania. I thought WrestleMania was our next pay-per-view after Fastlane. It's not. Pretty sure it's Survivor Series. Anyway, tag team action tonight. LA Knight returns to call out Gunther before their rubber match for the Intercontinental Championship at Fastlane. Jimmy Uso takes on Dragon Lee I got Roman and Solo going one-on-one at Fastlane. It might turn into Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns against Big E in Solo Sikoa. So we'll see what happens in the main event tonight. CM Punk calls out Finn Balor for one more match at the pay-per-view after Finn Balor got involved in CM Punk's match last week, I believe. Let me just check my my notes here. What did we do last week? Were they even on the show? I don't even think they were on the show. I think Punk beat Balor, and that was it. We had CM Punk. He actually challenged Gunther. That's what it was. On last week's show for the Intercontinental Championship, Balor got involved, cost Punk the championship. He wants one more crack at Balor to beat him for a third consecutive time, this time on pay-per-view, to prove that he can win when it matters most. Seth Rollins takes on MVP for the first time ever here on SmackDown. I believe this is the match that we're going to be watching on tonight's show before Rollins challenges Shawn Michaels for the WWE Championship coming up at Fastlane. And then in our main event, Roman Reigns will take on Big E with Solo Sikoa getting involved, going after Roman Reigns, offering an assist to Big E. So that's our show. I think we're good to go on everything as far as like power cards and stuff like that. There can only be one Stark matchup. Yeah, we're not doing that stuff. I think we're good to use like this sort of stuff though. Do we have any like contracts expiring soon? Or did I want to wait until Solo Sikoa got if he was going to be pissed or not? But I think we might just use it tonight. Let's see. Birth of Legends and To the Moon. Only usable on superstars. Let's do Birth of Legends. 6 random superstars on your roster will have their popularity increased by 6. So I think we might as well just do it now. Confirm. Becky Lynch, Roxanne, Shawn, Rhea, Alexa, and Punk. Not really people that need it, to be fair, but at least they have their popularity boosted nonetheless. So I think we're good to go. We are in Miami, Florida tonight. We're going to confirm booking, and we are watching Rollins and MVP. That's the plan. I feel like the women's tag team match would be fun, but we watch a lot of tag team matches. We can always save the tag team stuff for down the road. I feel like MVP and Rollins for the first time ever would make more sense to watch. Simulate women's tag. Rhea and Tiffany cannot coexist, as it turns out. Roxanne and Cora Jade pick up the victory for the big matchup coming up Fastlane. LA Knight and Gunther. Good promo segment. Excellent promo there. I almost watched Jimmy Uso and Dragon Lee, but I'm like, we've watched enough Dragon Lee matches that is not a match that we need to be watching. And I was not going to do Rollins and MVP on this show. I think I might have changed it after we recorded. It might have been while we recorded. I don't remember. But I forgot that we're in Miami, which is where MVP is from, by the way. So that's why we're not watching this match, and we're having MVP wrestle, and he's going to be against Seth Rollins. So I think, unless I fixed the match, but I don't think I did. So I think we should be good. Anyway, Jimmy Uso, Dragon Lee. Jimmy Uso goes over as he should. Mediocre match, but the right result. Punk calls out Balor for a good promo. And now we watch, here we go, Seth Rollins and MVP for the first time ever one-on-one here on SmackDown. Like I said, this was not originally in my plan to do on this week's show, Rollins and MVP, but, MVP brought it up, and I honestly totally forgot until the very end of the video, if not after we recorded, that MVP is from Miami, so we kind of have to have him wrestle, otherwise he won't be happy, and he hasn't really done a whole lot since coming over to SmackDown anyway, so I don't want to piss him off. And I know we just watched an MVP match on last week's show. We actually faced Dragon Lee, so we probably should have watched the women's tag match, but it's fine. Now that I think about it. We probably should have watched that because we just watched MVP's match last week. Alright, here we go.
Let me take this, Cole.
MVP coming off a win over Dragon Lee on last week's show as well, by the way. Being Dragon Lee, avenging that loss, that count-out loss to Dragon Lee from Payback. It looks to continue building momentum with a potential win over Seth Rollins tonight, the #1 contender to the WWE Championship. Both men riding a wave of momentum. Rollins beating John Cena a couple of weeks ago here on SmackDown to earn this shot that he has coming up at Fastlane to the WWE title after he got pinned back at Payback in that tremendous triple threat match. Go back and watch it if you haven't already seen it. Cena, Rollins, Michaels, one of the best matches I've ever watched here in 2K, specifically 2K24, specifically a triple threat. Just amazing, outstanding stuff. Definitely watch it if you haven't already. But Rollins looks to get that belt back in a one-on-one scenario against Shawn Michaels coming up at Fastlane. I mentioned John Cena, who was also involved in that triple threat. Did not get pinned, but he did have the opportunity to become #1 contender when he faced Rollins one-on-one a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, and he lost after interference from Bronson Reed. We have not heard from Cena or Bronson Reed since then. I'm going to have John Cena call out Bronson Reed on Fastlane, and I think we'll probably build to a match between the two at Survivor Series. Rollins getting right back to his feet. MVP retaliates with a nice fisherman suplex there. He has Rollins right where he wants him with a nice forearm smash right to the face.
Look at this, just unloaded.
Oh, nice strikes there.
Oh, a nasty
kick to the
stop
gut.
to finish it off. Talk about
throwing the arm down and the cover on Rollins. MVP clearly in control so far. This is far from a squash. Ooh, kick to the gut. Face first into the turnbuckle post. Punch there from Rollins, kick to the gut. Nice sling blade there from Rollins, getting back into it. MVP right back to his feet. Now the two exchanging blows in front of this hot crowd here in Miami. That I'm sure would love to see MVP pick up the big win over the former WWE Champion, but would also love the rally behind Rollins as he heads into his WWE Championship clash this weekend with Shawn Michaels. We will be addressing Rollins following this matchup before our main event, Roman Reigns versus Big E on tonight's SmackDown. Oh, nice rolling elbow there from MVP, taking advantage of Rollins while he's down. Repeated stomps. Knee to the face, knee to the back of the head, rather. And he is just taunting him now as he stands in the turnbuckle post. Rollins rolls back into the ring, lays him out there.
I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that.
Rollins, nice arm drag there to MVP. Repeated kicks now to MVP from Rollins. And now MVP on the outside. As Rollins watches in the corner, he flips to the outside and connects on MVP. We saw one of those in the triple threat recently.
But it might have paid off. Oh my goodness.
Oh, knee to the face.
The close of this match is just ahead. This has just been an absolute
We don't need
massacre.
another fucking count-out finish, I'll tell you that right now.
Here it comes.
And here's the pedigree from Rollins, the MVP.
Seth Rollins once again doing whatever it
Up to a
takes
3
defeat the
count. Rollins
competition.
has to get
He
MVP back in the ring if he wants to beat him.
Rollins
MVP already back to his feet in the curb stomp.
with the stomp.
Right down to the
Rollins
mat
just turned the lights
goes MVP. Into the turnbuckle post.
to the ring post.
Rollins
Back in
could
the
win
ring.
here by countout, which is MVP's kryptonite. Already losing to Dragon Lee by countout.
If this lands, it's over.
Rollins scouting him on the top rope. Oh, man, holy fuck. He should not have fucking done that. He probably thought he had him scouted. Going for that Phoenix splash, and he fucking missed. Crash and burn MVP with the playmaker on the outside.
MVP
A massive crash and burn there
Safe to say
from
he's still
Seth
got it.
Rollins, who MVP wisely gets back into the ring. Rollins probably would have won by count out had he not attempted that move. MVP setting him up now. Oh, beautiful. A pay-dirt-esque maneuver from MVP. 1, 2. Oh, and Rollins kicks out at 2. That would have been a massive win for MVP there. And a significant setback for Seth Rollins. MVP choking Rollins in the corner now. Great match so far. These two working really well together. Rollins retaliates with a boot to the face. Kick to the stomach. Rollins now going for a second curb stop. And he connects. With the cover now. 1, 2, 3. Rollins rolling on in to Fastlane. Very good match there from those two for as long as it lasted. Great stuff.
Safe to say MVP did not see this loss coming. I really thought MVP
really good match there from Rollins and MVP.
MVP is just as surprised as you are.
MVP may have eaten a loss, but he is surely not done with Rollins or the WWE Championship picture. You can bet on that for sure. Big win for Seth Rollins and a good match. I enjoyed that very much. Okay, promo from Sean calling out Seth. And we simulate our main event, Roman Reigns versus Big E. Roman Reigns puts down Big E despite the interference from Solo Sikoa. We can skip all this shit. I'm still torn whether we do Roman and Solo on Sunday or Big E and Roman. Big E and Solo, rather, versus Roman and Jimmy in a tag team match. I guess we'll figure that out in a moment. All right, we got $180,000. Not bad. We got to pay for the pay-per-view stage, so that will come in handy for that. Fastlane, week 15, baby. Vito random superstar. LA Knight, are you fucking kidding me? I thought you... Oh, man, you could use that on a PLE week, but just not week 25. Oh, man, a random superstar can compete in next week's show. Are you fucking kidding me? We were just supposed to blow off LA Knight and Gunther, and now we can't. Oh, no. I have a lot of people on my ass now. A lot of contracts are up this week. Oh, my God, what a bad week. Asuka says my contract will expire at the end of the week. I mean, we have done absolutely nothing with Asuka, by the way. But, I mean, let's try to lowball her, and let's see what she says. Let's see. She'll take the offer. All right, I gave her 63, but she'll take the offer. We have a lot of people we have to re-sign here, so we got to be careful. Can't say I've been loving it, but I'm prepared to stay for another 5 weeks. That's a lot of money. 77. Biggie's already not happy, so I don't want to lowball him. I can't offer him $189 million right now because we still have to sign a lot of people. So let's give him what he wants. Let's give him what he wants. Have him stay. We could have him leave, but I feel like having him team with Solo for a little bit anyway wouldn't be bad. Balor wants $100,000. All right. He's happy. I can lowball him, but I don't really feel like we should do that to him. Let's meet that price. All right. Finn is staying. Melanie Fan says, this will be my final week here. All right, she's moving on after this. Tiffany Stratton says, I want to stay for $77,000. I'm happy to meet that price. All right, Alexa Bliss says, $97,000. Okay. I am happy to meet that price. I don't want to lowball them because they're already unhappy, so I don't want to piss them off. Triple H says something's come up and LA Knight can't take part in the show. Well, yeah, we fucking know that. Fuck you. Becky says, it's been too long, but I'm back. Thanks for the opportunity. The movie was getting some serious buzz during test screenings. This is great for my career. Glad it all worked out. See you with the show. All right, she's happy. Her popularity is huge. All right, so Becky's back. That's great. Sean says, I have a small request for you, boss. I can't be the only one to have noticed that CM Punk keeps giving me dirty looks. I'm getting pretty tired of it. I've had enough of his disrespect and want to settle things in the ring with him, and I can guarantee that things are going to get heated. I can't set up the match this week. Sean is facing CM Punk. I can't do that. Small decrease. And Rhea Ripley says, look, Roxanne's been handing me nothing but losses. Isn't there someone else you can match me up against for a change? I mean, she's facing her in a 4-way, so I don't want her to get pissed when she gets put in there anyway. So I'm going to say forget it, Rhea. Small decrease. All right, we have some decreases, some increases. It is what it is. Melanie Fan is on her way out. Becky Lynch is back. Fuck, man. We are going to do Gunther and LA Knight tonight. I guess I'm going to have to wait until next week. Fuck. All right, let's have Gunther. Well, let's just have the women's 4-way open the show. I feel like that'd be a really fun way to open the show. All right, so Rhea Ripley. Where's Rhea? It's going to be Rhea and Roxanne, Cora Jade, and Tiffany Stratton. With a self-promo from the returning Becky Lynch. All right, let's do the Punk Balor match here. Let's do Punk Balor. Well, I was gonna do Big E and Jimmy on like SmackDown, but we could do it here tonight. I mean, we could fill in the blank. I was gonna do Cena Bronson, but that's kind of Bronson's been gone. That's kind of silly to do. Let's have John Cena call out Bronson here. I like that. While the MVP, who's pissed at Rollins for beating him, he's going to call out Seth Rollins. All right. Alexa Bliss, we can have call out Asuka, because that was going to be my next feud. Where's Asuka? All right. Because Alexa Bliss, didn't we just have Melanie Fan on a show? Let's see. Roxanne beat Asuka. Okay. Have we not had Alexa Bliss on anything? Like, when was the last time we had Alexa Bliss on a show? Alexa Bliss, she had a role change. Cora Jade beat Melanie Fan. We have not had Alexa Bliss around at all. I thought we would have had her around more. I guess not. Because I was going to do Alexa Bliss and Melanie Fan, but Melanie Fan's leaving, so that's not happening. Oh, well. Alright, so I guess we'll do that. Or didn't we already do Alexa Bliss and Melanie Fan, or was that the other fucking loser that we used to have on the show? I think it was. So I'm kind of glad that we don't have to do that match. Anyway, we can do Big E and Jimmy Uso. I kind of like that. Jimmy Uso just won on SmackDown. We can attribute Big E's loss to Roman on SmackDown to Jimmy. So we will do Roman and Big E here tonight. Or Roman and Solo, rather. Oh, fuck, just messed that up. Let's do one-on-one with Balor. We can make this, and have we done Extreme Rules recently? We have not. I mean, they've been counted out a bit. Punk got counted. Oh, yeah, let's do Falls Count Anywhere. Have we done Falls Count Anywhere in a while? Just let me check my notes real quick. Hold on. The last one we did was back in week 3. Punk defeated Shawn Michaels. So it's kind of his stipulation. That was last man standing. Yeah, let's do Falls Count Anywhere between those two. Punk has success in that stipulation. And then we will do Shawn Michaels and Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. And we have a lot of people free. Dragon is free. Reed is getting called out. Gunther should be on the show, to be fair. Do we have MVP call out Rollins? I mean, probably not. I was gonna put him in a promo, but now that we don't have LA Knight, let's have him call out. There we go. I feel like that makes more sense. Cool. All right, so we'll save the MVP promo for SmackDown next week. I like this card, though. This is going to be our Fastlane card. Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne Perez versus Cora Jade versus Tiffany Stratton. And a #1 contenders match for the Women's World Championship. Becky Lynch is back and cuts a promo addressing her absence and addressing her next opponent. Big E will take on Jimmy Uso. Alexa Bliss wants a piece of Asuka. She's setting her sights on Asuka. We'll see if she's successful. John Cena calls out Bronson Reed, and we have not heard or seen from either of these men in weeks since Bronson Reed cost Cena the #1 contendership. Cena calls out Reed tonight. Gunta calls out LA Knight. They will have one more match for that Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown this coming week. CM Punk and Finn Balor will battle tonight one more time in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Can Punk win his first pay-per-view match? He won on pay-per-view last time, but he did not win by count-out, so Balor wants to put that to rest tonight. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa one more time tonight after Solo was injured a couple of weeks back. He wants another crack at Roman Reigns, one-on-one, this time no interference. And then in the main event, Shawn Michaels versus Seth Rollins. The rubber match. These two are 1-for-1 on SmackDown. This time the WWE Championship will be on the line. Rollins wants his belt back, but he's going to have to go through Shawn Michaels to get it. So I'm looking forward to the show. Let's buy the Fastlane PLE stage. Cool. Power cards, I think we're fine. Beginner's luck shit, yeah, I don't want to use that. Superstars GM to the moon. Yeah, I think we're fine. Prevent the effects of the first power card played on you next week. Can't block GM or brand cards and cannot be used in week 25. Prevent the effects of the first power card played on you next week. That's not this week, right? We might as well use it now. Well, I guess if it's for next week, we might as well use it for a pay-per-view week, so we'll save it till then. I know a guy we don't really need. Get schooled, who cares? Health spa, alright. Yeah, we don't really need any of this stuff. Not right now, anyway, but that's our show. I'm looking forward to the show. I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, be sure to like the video, drop a comment, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, hit the bell button to be notified every single time a video goes up, or anytime we go live here on the channel, which is every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, most weeks. Until next time, folks, be sure to stay tuned for our Fastlane edition of #GSM4GM coming up on Sunday here on the channel. Until then, I'm Graham GSM Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.